Well, I just, me and Chuck, we go through this a lot. A lot of time when we critique these guys, these youngsters and these females, they don't understand that all the stuff that they're getting ready to go through, we are the masters of that.
Shaquille O'Neal flatly rejected Angel Reese. And it's likely that she's still in shock. I mean, Shaq once openly declared that Angel was his favorite player. He's now among her worst detractors. However, the change is well-deserved. Shaq was forced to confront Angel following her recent actions. It's also hard to hold him accountable for saying Angel is being disparaged by him, claiming that she is merely flinging the ball without realizing it. Where it is heading. Like she's blindfolded and tries to play fence. Just vibes, no clarity, no finishing. In the meantime, Caitlin is out there startling the WNBA every day with increased viewers and attendance. The experts? She really has the entire league on her shoulders. Yes, she's receiving the kind of recognition that ought to cause Angel to reconsider her strategy. Endorsing Caitlin Clark over Angel Reese to Shaquille O'Neal, that kind of plot surprise was unexpected. The LSU legend Shaq made the decision to support Clark, and family should come first. Isn't that right? Particularly considering that Reese is practically LSU's basketball royalty. National champion, MVP in the works. Shaq, though? No. After assessing Clark's abilities and IQ, he declared, yes, I agree with Clark on this one. Then LSU loyalty vanished without warning. This preference is due to basic intelligence and methods. Caitlin Clark isn't content to only flaunt her flamboyant crossovers and sporadic ankle breakers. No worries, even though she does that too. Her IQ is what's truly shocking Shaq and the rest of the sports world. She's not merely playing baseball outside. She seemed to be using the game as if it were a hidden blueprint. She's out here playing chess while everyone else is stuck trying to figure out how to play checkers. And Shaq obviously respects that mental edge, having dominated basketball since before some of these players were even born. This explains the collective nod of sports pundits like Skip Bayless, Clay Travis, and Jason Whitlock, men who are never in agreement on anything when they talk about sports. Clark is a skilled player who can handle the game like a coach and a point guard at the same time. The world of sports, light up right away. Even DKM, the person who has been debunking Reese's statistical analysis and labeling it as confused, began to highlight how Clark's game surpasses Reese's explosive movements. DKM began breaking down Angel Reese's game without holding back. With the air of a detective investigating a riddle, this man delved headfirst into her bewildering double-doubles. And to be really honest, he is not incorrect. Reese, she is an absolute beast on the boards, racking up points left and right and collecting rebounds like it's her day job. Here's the catch, though. Not all of those impressive statistics provide the whole picture. Although the figures are clear, how is the execution being carried out? The fact that she gets a lot of her rebounds from personal misses is known to fans who watch the game. The way DKM presented it made you think, yeah, that's kind of weird. He made the observation that while Reese can stuff the stat sheet, there are some ungainly half-baked ball throws and shot selections that cause you to squint and ask yourself, wait, what was that he refers to it all as this perplexing double-double scenario? Like, how can you get so many boards and points and still leave the floor with people scratching their heads trying to figure out what really happened? Skip Bayless also calls attention to Angel's errors. She still frustrates me because she defers to her vets and won't shoot enough in fourth quarters. She is under an incredible amount of pressure. This chick is on a different level than Caitlin Clark. Unlike Reese, she doesn't depend on raw strength or athleticism. Clark is all about subtlety. She can shoot threes from anywhere on the court, giving the impression that the defense has forgotten how to play defense. And it's not only that she shoots, let's face it, in the real world, she plays like Steph Curry. That's her entire strategy. She dismantles barriers as if she were disarming a bomb. It's exact, systematic, and leaves her opponents scratching their heads. In the realm of sports, totally fixated. Whitlock, Travis, and Skip Bayless are all members of Team Clark. In the conversation, they are referring to her as the side. Reese may bully her way to the rim, for sure, but Clark is being compared to basketball greats like Steph Curry. These days, it goes beyond simply determining who is the strongest or has the most board grabs. It all comes down to intelligence, outwitting the opposition and altering the course of events. Never one to pass up the chance to provide a sharp opinion, Skip Bayless immediately interjected, claiming that Caitlin Clark's dominance is precisely due to Angel Reese's errors. He couldn't help but poke fun at Reese, pointing out that as she stumbles through her games with erratic offensive play, Clark appears to be doing it with ease. Considered by many to be among the best shooters in basketball history is Steph Curry. Curry, who is renowned for changing the game with his three-point shooting, has won multiple MVP honors and broken multiple NBA records. Clark, according to him, has a Steph Curry vibe because she is something we have never seen before. She is the female version of Steph Curry. She is attempting three-pointers, step-back shots, and jump shots from the logo. I never imagined that would be what I saw. She is leaving the three end, making it appear simple. And how smart is she at basketball? It's extraordinary. She always considers the next 2 or 3 steps. Skip Bayless was often praising Clark for playing a game more akin to chess than basketball. When Bayless is genuinely praising you rather than trying to bring you down, you know you're doing well. And Shaq chose Clark for precisely that reason. He is considering more than just skill. His gaze is fixed on the future. It's up to the player to alter how the game is played. Reese may be the dominant player right now, but Clark, it's her who's reinventing the sport. When Shaq realized it, he was Shaq and chose to support her. Breaking records, Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA like a one-woman wrecking ball. No, she's wiping them out. We are discussing a rookie campaign that is changing the course of history. With an astounding 643,343 spectators in 2024, Clark's already holds the record for the highest single-season attendance in WNBA history. You did indeed read that correctly. She exceeded the previous mark as well. She completely destroyed it. The New York Liberty was the last champion, but Clark's team has more than 200,000 more fans than them. That is far from it. A blowout has occurred. What about the throngs? They're not simply turning up to random games. With over 17,000 spectators at 33 games this season, is Caitlin suffering from Indiana fever? Of those, 29 included them. Since Clark is on the court, these games are essentially sold-out concerts, yet people are approaching them as though there is Beyoncé-level hype. Her first appearance? It's reminiscent of the WNBA frenzy of the early 2000s, minus the Y2K attire and much more exuberance. Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home court of the Fever, was essentially smashing its own attendance record every other game. And where on the road did Clark go? Same narrative. Arenas were crammed with people, as if they were giving away free popcorn and front row seats to the biggest concert in town. But Caitlin isn't merely a seat warmer. She is also a dominant force on the court. Already, she has broken the WNBA rookie record held by Simone Augustus for most points in a single season, easily surpassing the 744 point threshold. Her averages per game are 19.5 points, 8.3 assists, and 5.7 rebounds, making her the clear favorite for Rookie of the Year. She's doing it all with that carefree, I'm better than you attitude. Not even a glance escapes. Verify. Stupid three-pointers from the moon's midway point. Verify. Showing off leadership skills as though she's been doing this for 10 years. Indeed, there's a reason why Steph Curry analogies are being made. And it's not just that she's making deep threes. LeBron James couldn't help himself and tweeted that Caitlin is the basketball player of the future. You know you're doing something right when the king is praising you. There has never been more buzz about the WNBA. Not just Indiana fans are going crazy. Playing against the Fever, 9 other WNBA clubs saw their highest home game attendance. There's more to Caitlin Clark than just basketball. She is extraordinary. Here she is pushing the league as a whole into unprecedented territory. And it's obvious that the WNBA is fully committed to this new basketball age. Clark isn't just shattering records if her debut season is any indication of things to come. She's completely rewriting the WNBA's future. We're just getting started, so fasten your seatbelt.